Hi, my name is Sage, and you're watching me cook. And it's been a while since we cooked, and what we're cooking in this video is just basic pork on the grill. And what I did is just put salt and pepper, and then some chili peppers. Sprinkle everything on it, and then just leave it like that with the lid closed. Actually, we should just leave it open. Actually, we should close it. Close it for 20 or 30 minutes. See what happens, and then after that we turn it and then let it cook a little bit, turn too. Alright, I'll see you in 30 minutes. Alright, it's been, well, it's not 30 minutes, it's like 20 something minutes, and I think it's alright to turn the pork right now because of the amount of temperature it has. Alright, let's turn it. Alright, so based on what we see over here, there's more heat on this side over here where I'm at. So we're gonna just adjust it a bit. Put the pork a little bit on the other side because I want a slow cooked pork. And before that, I'm gonna go to the kitchen and grab some salt and pepper. Put it on the other side of the pork. Got some chili over here. All right, let's close the lid and we'll see. All right, so we'll turn it in a little bit. I think we should do it more than cook it for more than an hour, you know? Like we're gonna try to overcook it, but it's not gonna overcook because the temperature is not that high. All right. All right, so it's been you know, like a little bit over 10 minutes, probably 20, somewhere around there. And thinking about just taking out the pork right now, because if I leave it in there, it's just gonna probably shrink, dry. It's gonna be all dried up, then it's not gonna be good like that. I mean, it is gonna be cooked, but it's gonna be really dry. So here's what it looks like. Just get my chopping board and put the pork there. Okay, so before we start cutting the pork, so if it's still not good in the inside of the pork, we're just gonna put it back there and then let it cook it a little bit more. All right, but I think it's good already. All right, so let's do this. So start with this one over here. So, all right, so it's not pink on the inside. But one thing is for sure, when we know it's ready, is we test it. So see if it's cooked. It's really good. It's not burnt. Tastes a little bit of charcoal because we did a smoke. The outside of the meat is not burnt because we did smoke and it's slow cooked. Most of the time, when I'm grilling, just when I leave the meat on the grill, the meat just, it pours. Fire is way up in the grill, and next thing you know, putting water on the grill, but most of the time there's burnt areas on the meat. But this one, there's no burn, and it's tasty. Let's cut the rest of the pork, and if we see some of the inside the pork that's not cooked, we're gonna put it back in the grill. We're gonna put it back in the grill and let it cook some more, because we're close to the outside of the meat. But what we're gonna check is the center. We're gonna check the center of the pork is ready. So there's still water inside the pork. That's a good thing, because when I did this before, I left it inside the grill for too long. What happened is it all dried up. It's not burnt, but it's dried. So this is what it looks like. I'm not gonna cut the other one just because I want to leave the juices inside. But this one, all right. So let's get the center. So this is the center of the pork. All right, let's give it a try. It's really good. Tastes like charcoal. Well, the smoke of the charcoal. But the salt and pepper, you got the, so when you're grilling, I think when it's being smoked, the dripping of the pork kind of, it drips the salt too, so it's gonna be, there's a little bit of salt in there. I put a lot of salt, but it tastes like there's only a little bit of it, a little bit of salt in there, and it's really tender. I like it. It's really happy how it turned out. I think it's one of those cooking that I did that's not, it's actually really good. And this is good food over here. So the spiciness is not super spicy. I want it to be super spicy, but I think this one is all right. And yeah, so this is gonna be my food for the entire day. It's really good. All right, so the recipe for this is It's a pork. It's actually inside the freezer and then let it thaw for the entire night. So it's completely thawed out. And then I rinsed it. Just pour water on, rinse it with water, and then put salt, pepper. Put salt and pepper. Then what I did in the grill is I put the charcoal there, and then when I let it burn with the lighter fluid, I put more lighter fluid on, and before I put the pork on the grill, I have the charcoal a little bit strong, so it's like it's not flaming, but the charcoals are, you know, like more than half of it is red, but it's not flaming, but it's red. So I have it that. So I made the charcoal a little bit strong, because when we close the lid and you're gonna smoke the pork, I'm pretty sure this the heat is gonna go down. So so what I did is turn the heat a little bit stronger than it should be, because when I do grills, when I'm not smoking it, I just have it on a little bit less of medium heat, because the temperature is gonna rise as you cook in the grill. So, but for this one, since the lid is closed and there's no air to raise the temperature of the charcoal, I have the temperature on high. So that's one. And then what I did when I put the pork in, that's where I put the chili peppers on it, because if I put the chili peppers before I put it on the grill, the chili pepper is just gonna fall off the pork. So what I did is when I put the pork on the grill, I put the chili peppers, the seeds on it. That way, when the pork starts to water, the flavor of the chili and the pepper and the salt will stick to the pork. All right, so again, so this is how the cook turns out. And I'll see you on my next cooking video. Alright, so my name is Sage, and this is smoked pork. Alright, I'll see you later. Alright, bye.